everybody. I look a little windblown, but this is Steve's favorite way for me to wear my hair, which is flat as a flitter, you know. And it's my day off. But we're gutting our bathroom, our tub had to be replaced, and so we're just like gutting everything out and redoing everything. We're moving a wall, putting in a bigger tub that his sister gave us for free. It's a jacuzzi tub, so we're putting in, you know, the mildew-proof sheetrock and pressure-treated plywood underneath it, and we got to build everything. And so we decided that nails was a bad idea because you have to hold them right where you hit, and you have to hit pretty hard. We decided this was a bad idea, so we had to go to Lowe's to buy screws, because you can just put a screwdriver on that, and it just goes right down the wood. Nobody's fingers are hurt in the operation of that construction. And so anyway, so we decided we'd be better screw orientated than nail orientated. So here I am looking sort of windblown and not myself. But then I'm always kind of nutty. I think the last nickname I was given by someone who did not think fondly of me was the Nutter. She calls me the Nutter. So I picked it up because I think it's so perfect, because I'm absolutely so freaking nutty, and my last name is McNutt. So now back to what we were actually doing, now that I've told you this silly story for no reason in the world, is we've got our Essential Depot order. Ah! And yesterday it came in 2 parts. And you know, they were having this big 50% sale, and y'all guys got there before me, and I could barely get anything I wanted. They were out of everything on Sunday. So this is a smaller order than normal, because I can only order stuff they had available on the website that I wanted, but that I did get. And so organic shea butter in a little tub. Isn't that adorable? I thought that was really a nice size. And I think maybe people might like to buy it in that size on my shelves here. So I picked up one. Wait, there's the label. There we go. To see how that would do. So I got organic shea butter. Oh, wait a minute. I think this is the one I got for free. You got to go on there. You got to be a club member, but they're giving away stuff like some things once a month and some things like every 6 months, I think it is. And they gave me this for freaking free. Can you believe that? And I thought, well, I'm going to put it on the shelf and see if my customers would like to purchase this size. I know for small hobby soapers, this is perfect, because you only put an ounce of shea butter in a recipe of my soap, and that I give away for free on www.kimberlymcnutt.com. And this is probably a pound, 16 ounces. So that means this size of shea butter will make 16 batches of soap. So that's the perfect size for a soaper that's not making tons and tons. All right? Or somebody who wants to make 16 batches of that recipe I give away. All right, and so wintergreen, I'm putting wintergreen. I hope you've watched this video. I'll try to remember to add it to the end if I can figure out how. The editor is now gone on YouTube that I've always used, so I've got to come up with some other way to put my videos together, to put them on YouTube, and I'm so bad at that. I don't know how many programs I've downloaded, couldn't figure out how it worked, and just deleted them and said, well, I'll keep using the editor. And now they've taken it away from me. But anyway, I'm using wintergreen in the CBD balm, which is selling really, really well. We have 2 left. A friend of mine came by, and so I got some wintergreen. And it was 50% off because it was that sale, that they have. Plus, you could use your code and get more. And I got more black cumin. You cannot do without enough black cumin. I have to have tons of that. Lots of my customers use black cumin. Black cumin is in all kinds of cancer drugs. It's wonderful in cosmetics. It was in poultices that, where they'd mix herbs and things together and slap it on a boo-boo for ages. And this is French lavender. And French lavender is the kind of lavender that knocks you out, because the regular lavender, it has some soothing properties, it has some abilities to make you sleep, but not like French lavender. That's French lavender's main priority in life, is putting you to sleep. All right, and it's also good in small amounts, for like anxiety and things like that too. It's much better than regular lavender on those type of things. And then here is, I got some orange. I'm telling you, this is a really small order. And I got lye. I got a whole box of lye, but it came in yesterday, which totally freaked me out. And now I am down to using cassia. As you can see, Essential Depot has lost their ever-loving mind when it comes to the price of their cinnamon. I don't know if somebody hornswoggled them or cheated them or what, because nobody else's cinnamon is that expensive. But for some reason, Essential Depot's cinnamon is so expensive, I can't afford to touch it. So for those of you who are struggling with the same thing, you want the quality of Essential Depot, but you can't not afford the quality of their current cinnamon. I don't know if this has ever happened to you, but if you've ever went into, like a grocery store and you pick up a little bottle of powdered cinnamon and then you pick up a thing of cinnamon sticks and you're like, why is this powdered cinnamon so cheap and these sticks so expensive? I mean, they didn't even have to grind it. Well, that's because this is cassia. The powdered cinnamon is cinnamon's sister, cassia. Cassia is more skin irritating, so you have to be more cautious with how much you put in your soap compared to cinnamon. But it's actually, in my opinion, has more healing properties than cinnamon. So like when you are, let's say you're getting cinnamon to help you with your diabetes, you're 10 times better to get cassia than you are to get cinnamon. Because actually cassia has more of the healing properties than the cinnamon does. Woohoo! And it's cheaper. So we have switched over to using cassia until Essential Depot gets rid of all that expensive cinnamon and buys some cheaper. Anyway, and then here is my all-time wonderfully favorite oil that they sell, which is their pumice olive oil. You can see how dark this oil is. This pumice olive oil has the rich darkness of real high quality olive oil. So this right here is absolutely the thing right now, because if it has that dark color, it's a better quality. So, and that is not my opinion. My Italian exchange student years back, her family came and visited for several weeks during school term. So they'd come for a week or so, then they'd leave, and then they came back for a week or so and they'd leave. And so then we went to their country, and he explained to me olive oil in broken English and her translating, and the darkness, that was the piece de resistance. So I really love the quality of their pumice olive oil. And I know that pumice olive oil is the olive oil from the last squeezing, but when your last squeezing looks this good, that's some good stuff. All right, and so we are so loving these new little sponges. If you also ship products, make sure you save your packaging supplies, because they're a green company, so this is recycled rubber, and so we need to utilize it again. So be sure you use this. You could also use this by stacking it up and gluing it together and putting it in your flower dishes for dried flower arrangements. Possibly, if you pre-cut a hole, you could use this to keep a real flower stationary in your water in the bottom of your pitcher if it was not a clear dish. These have lots of wonderful I mean, they are just wonderful. They go so flat. You can stuff these around your products in the box, and they really do an awesome job. So I'm real pleased about starting to receive this recyclable rubber in my packages from Essential Depot. All right, well, let's see. I guess I've showed you everything I got, and so I hope that that you're expecting to have a wonderful Halloween holiday that's coming up. And thank you so much for using my Essential Depot link. It'll be in the description. And that really does help me out bunches and bunches when you use my link, my affiliate link. And then, oh, there goes the phone. And thank you so much for being a patron. We are fixing to have the drawing for the patron. I know you're excited about that. All right, talk to you soon. Bye.